The reduction of responsible vehicle accidents is a focus across the Exelon utility family. With proper training and tools, RVAs and the resulting injuries can be reduced or eliminated. In an effort to support this focus, BGE Customer Field Operations Leadership has initiated a yearly driver close quarter maneuvering program to enhance and reinforce good driving habits and decisions. The course is designed around actual vehicle incidents from within the organization. Employees are introduced to the events experienced by their peers and instructed on the proper solutions to prevent future occurrences. Each day, training starts with classroom instruction, followed by the Safe Form review and a walkthrough of the 3 driving skills courses. Instructors review each exercise of the course with the drivers and describe the related vehicle incident that occurred.
Transitioning from the call center to customer field ops as a meter reading supervisor has been a drastic change. Just in the way that I view safety. Prior to me coming here, a lot of safety incidents that we would look at would be stuff that happened inside. Now, as a meter reading supervisor, my guys are much more vulnerable. We're driving every day, constantly. From the time that we leave out the shop in the morning to the time we come back in, we're constantly moving. And that opens us up to a lot of, unsafe situations where we have to be more focused and just more aware of our overall safety. I think the close quarter maneuvering training really helps that aspect of what we do every day. I mean, just how we replicate or how you guys replicated the different accidents and the different RVAs that we had. I think that showing those guys the opportunities that they might not have noticed when they were, involved in those RVAs. I think by showing it to them in a training allows for them to think of another way to maybe, if they're faced with that same situation, and maybe maneuver a lot different.
The large commercial vehicle course focuses on developing driving and spotting skills of field crews driving the large class vehicles. The drivers and spotters are coached to demonstrate proper spotting and communication skills. Vehicles are placed into a series of maneuvers created to simulate real-world experiences in the field.
I think the training was very good for the simple fact of all the city driving, out the road driving, and the different obstacles that you deal with the job. Also, with your home life, it also teaches you to deal with situations and to actually use the same methods at your home and with your family.
Focus for this section of the driving course was developed to strengthen single-person driving skills. Employees are coached to correctly place cones and markers to provide proper space to avoid incidental vehicle damage when maneuvering in tight situations. The placement of cones and markers reinforces the stop-scan primary driving technique. This exercise utilizes spatial recognition in identifying the front of the vehicle to safely place it into position. This skill is important when placing a bucket vehicle into position to access service taps and poles during normal operations and storm tasks.
First, let me say I think it's a worthwhile thing. I'm out in the street all the time. I'm in and out of these alleys, and you lose focus. And this gives you the opportunity to judge distances and use safety equipment to help you backing, which makes a big difference. You might be backing to a pole, you can't see it, and you've got pressure on you from the customer coming out because I work with non-pay, so it can be kind of touchy sometimes. So I really believe that this course is worthwhile, and I would strongly suggest that they keep it up.
Employees are instructed how to correctly place cones when backing more than 10 feet, following the safe driving practices developed in the safety manual. Drivers back to the primary cone, stop the vehicle, readdress the situation, and either continue or place the next cone.
Talking about the close quarters maneuvering and the distracted drivers training that we recently partaken in BG&E. I thought the training was very beneficial. It actually I was able to use it not only in my job life, but actually my personal life as well, and pass some of those tips on to my wife. It actually gives you real life situations, scenarios that are actually even more robust than sometimes that you actually see actually on the street. But it puts you in those situations to make you think, to use your system one and system two to make sure that you not only see the situation that you're going through, but that you actually think before you react. So we're definitely going on the right path with this training. I definitely encourage all the employees to participate in it and actually continue to see it grow in the future, because it actually gives us more of an opportunity to be a part of just the growth and the development of the safety and the culture that's growing at BG&E.
Drivers are instructed on the proper techniques to position a vehicle and place markers when approaching any entrances which are out of the ordinary. While participating on the course, drivers are instructed to scan for overhead hazards and take appropriate measures to avoid incidental contact. Vehicle familiarity is key to avoiding incidents. This includes maneuvers to stress the importance of identifying vehicle pivot points. Drivers are instructed proper vehicle positioning to help eliminate potential blind spots. Instructors review the housekeeping of each vehicle and discuss recommendations to safeguard against slips, trips, and fall hazards.
Thought the distracted driving training was good. You know, when we asked the guys a lot of questions while they were driving, and they still had to maintain safe speed. They had to still pay attention to the road at the same time they answered questions about history, sports, and things of that nature. I think that this training is something that is definitely going to benefit the company, and I'm glad just to be a part of a division that takes this much pride in the training and the safety of their employees.
Distracted driving. New for 2017, employees are introduced to a distracted driving simulation. Instructors ride with company drivers and ask a series of questions, ranging from math and history to sports and riddles, while the drivers maneuver through the course. Drivers are expected to answer the questions to the best of their abilities while encountering merge areas, finding addresses, passing street signs, and placing the vehicle through a simulated roundabout. The annual CFO Close Quarters Maneuvering Program has been active since 2012, and the results have been effective. Employees are actively engaged during the process and provide ideas each year to help develop and evolve the course curriculum.